Hi everyone, I'm Rhonda Weisberg and I welcome you to another segment of Channel 63's Up Close and Personal. Today I'm in the home of a wonderful young gentleman. Maybe you've met him, maybe you haven't, but his name is Alex Hirsch. Alex lives in BallenIsles now for how many years?
We've lived in BallenIsles for about 9 years now.
Oh, it is that long, 9 years, okay. And prior to that, you were in New York.
Long Island.
Long Island. And you live here, obviously, with your parents, Andrea and Chip, and your sister Margot, and actually have something very interesting about your life here within BallenIsles. You're more like a throwback to the way a lot of us lived when we were children. You're about a block and a half away from your grandparents, the Picus family. Am I correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Does that mean it's easy for you to skip out over to them anytime you feel like?
Yeah, very simple. I can just ride my bike, take the golf cart, drive right over. It's simple.
And it's always promoted a very close relationship.
Yes, very.
Terrific. Alex, you have a lot of remarkable attributes, many of which we'll be able to talk about during this segment. You also have a part of your life that has been a bit of a struggle.
Yes.
Would you fill us in on that?
Well, for the past 13 years, I'm a brain tumor survivor. At the age of 4, I was diagnosed with a craniopharyngioma, otherwise known as a pituitary brain tumor. It then was a 12-hour, I then had to undergo a 12-hour surgery. Following that surgery, I was in a medically induced coma for 9 days. I then fortunately woke up, didn't lose any memory, but I did develop what's called diabetes insipidus, which is the inability to control your water intake. So because of that, I now have to take multiple medications, and in addition to that, I lost my ability to create hormones, as far as growth hormones and testosterone, so I have to take supplements for that as well. Mostly those require injections.
And your parents discovered this about you at 3.5 years of age?
About 3 3/4, right around my birthday, is when I really started to develop headaches, because I had what's called hydrocephalus, where my brain was not draining the fluid, so my head was slowly expanding, and the pressure caused me to have a lot of pain, and my parents could easily see it. We went to many different doctors, but they never could diagnose it, and they just called it a migraine, until a week after my birthday, my mom rushed me into the hospital, and they did an MRI, and what do you know, it was a brain tumor.
But a benign brain tumor.
Benign brain tumor,
right.
Non-cancerous.
Right. So because of this within your life, you and your family have been very, very active in a particular organization that you started, your
Yes.
parents started. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, the organization is called Project to Cure. We currently fund a research laboratory for pediatric brain cancer in North Shore LIJ Health Systems, which is one of the best top-rated hospitals in New York. Our laboratory is the only laboratory in the Northeast to have a brain tumor freezer. We're able to test the cancerous tumors and develop a cure for it, whether it's a supplemental pill, an injection. They're doing a lot of research, but we're very close to starting human trials in a few months with a chemical compound that we believe has the capability to remove the tumor without any damaging surgery or chemotherapy.
Beyond the typical mind, it's amazing that you can just spout all of this out to us. But you've definitely got it all under control, just like you have the rest of your life, it appears to me, under control. It seems to me that you really have had a very normal life despite all of this. You went to camp.
Yes.
You've participated in all kinds of physical activities, and now you are a senior at Benjamin.
Yes.
And this is an important year because I know you're in the process now of applying to schools for purposes of college.
Yes.
And you're very excited about this, as is your entire family.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I can't wait to hear back from my top school, the University of Miami. I'm very much interested in their business school. It would be a huge accomplishment if I would have the chance to go there, and just in a few months I'll be able to hear from them.
Well, we have all of our fingers crossed for you, and you've already had 2 acceptances.
Yes.
So that's behind you and gives you a great sigh of relief, I'm sure, if I
Yes.
remember those days. So Alex, when you're in Benjamin, you have a whole other focus besides applying to schools and besides the typical academic responsibilities. Can you tell us a little bit about this business that you have developed?
Well, in August of 2013, I founded a website development and marketing company called AH Websites LLC. And basically what we do is we help people start their own companies or take existing companies' marketing, internet marketing, and change it. We professionalize it, we make it more complex, more eye-pleasing to the customers, and just get them better customer-to-client communication. Through websites, we do marketing materials such as business cards, brochures, we do business documents, we do business videos like commercials, we do basically anything marketing you can think of that we have the ability to design for you.
And you were just part of an expo recently.
Yes.
I understand you took on many new clients from this. What is it total now?
The total clients that I have in my portfolio and the number of contracts that I signed is 32.
Where does the time come from that you can develop the websites for 32 clients and still have time left for yourself and for school and the foundation? I mean, you're just unlimited energy.
Well, I've taken a lot of time out of my day to definitely work on these businesses, marketing materials and websites. I do have some time in school, some free time that I have, that if I don't have any homework, then I'll be able to work on them. I do stay up late at nights in order to get these projects done. My number one motto is that I can get any project done as fast as possible, much faster than any of my clients, especially being in school where I have the other homework and running the company at the same time. It's definitely a huge challenge in that aspect.
Well, there's an old adage, give a busy person something to do and it will get done faster than someone who's sitting there waiting for something to come along. It sounds like that's the way you live your life.
Yeah.
Of all your clients, I know you had mentioned to me that you've done some website work for a few of the teachers.
Yes.
That have come to you. Give us an example of one that you're particularly proud of.
One that probably one of my biggest accomplishments was my chemistry teacher from last year. Her and her mom wrote children's books when she was a kid. The series is called Oscar the Knight. It's a series of 11 books plus an additional 4 poetry books that they wrote together. And for 6 years, she's been trying to sell them either online or at a bookstore and find a publisher to be able to, publish hard copies of these books. And she came to me because she knew that I had started my company over the summer, and she approached me and she asked me if I could help her start her own company. She wanted to call it Oscar the Knight, the same book. I then set her up with business cards, a website. We posted the books on iTunes, so you can download them there for $2.99. And since we posted those books on iTunes and on her website, we've had 35 downloads on iTunes and 42 purchases on her website. And we're currently looking to sell them at the Barnes & Noble right down on Legacy. And hopefully if they sell well there, then they will be able to take our books and put them in all their national stores.
Incredible. And is there another professor that's also come to you?
Yes. Over the summer, I was addressed by our school administrator, who also runs our school newspaper. And the school newspaper is called The Far Side. We've won many different awards from academic press scholarships, scholastics, basically any big newspaper award you can think of, we won first place. And they wanted a new online website that they could post all of their articles on there that didn't make the actual newspaper at the end of each quarter. So I came to him with an idea that I had, which was to be able to create a website, fully functioning. It's very easy to edit. It's a simple drag and drop software that I developed my own code myself, and then I can convert it to this drag and drop software where they can actually physically learn how to do it themselves, even though you don't need to be a HTML coding wizard and genius for it. So far, we've posted over 150 articles on the website. We get about 102 clicks per day. and we only have 400 students in the school, so that's over a quarter of the students.
That's right.
And everybody loves the new website because it's very simple to use.
That's always the key word.
Yeah.
I want to bring you back just for a second to the fact that, yes, you are applying to schools, and we know that Miami is very high on your list. You did what most students would do. You approached a teacher and asked her to write a recommendation.
Yes.
Because you knew you had a relationship with her. I'm going to take a moment and read to our audience what this particular teacher said about Alex Hirsch, because I think it's beyond incredible. Alex will tell you that he has found ways to overcome his disabilities. I don't see them as disabilities, but rather his paths to strength and greatness. He is an incredible young man who I enjoy conversing with about a myriad of topics. One such topic is his brain tumor and how he has battled it each step of the way. My niece, Sarah, who also fought a benign brain tumor twice, just like Alex, and she too is in her senior year of high school. It was wonderful to be able to introduce Alex to Sarah and see the interactions. Alex was able to bring out of Sarah a side that I haven't seen before, a strength and power in owning that she too conquered a brain tumor. She is now part of Alex's foundation and is for the first time raising money and awareness on her own for brain tumor. Alex is not only able to promote philanthropical ideas, obtain funding and research for pediatric brain tumors, but he has a gift to be able to speak to others that have been in similar situations as he has and get them involved, fighting for the same good. This is truly a remarkable young man with a huge heart. Alex, if that doesn't get you into Miami, nothing will, because it's just remarkable what she said about you, and she said that because you are remarkable.
Thank you.
We wish you only the best. We know that we're going to be hearing incredible things about your future. I understand that eventually you will go into the family business.
Yes. Which is commercial real estate. It is based up in New York, but I am willing to make the move. I will be fifth generation ownership in the company. I currently do some work there over the summer with other managers of the company, not just working under my dad. But I do take a very big interest in the company, and I always, sometimes I go with him to the field, especially down here in Broward County, and I love being a part of the business world. I think it's a great experience, and and you learn a lot of life lessons.
It is a great experience, and we have no doubt that you will be bringing your very special talents to the family business and to all of those in the BallenIsles community that have an opportunity to touch your life. Thank you very, very much, Alex.
Thank you.
A pleasure.